Okay, so round 3 of the draft, and I'm against Phil. Phil, who sniped Gramble from me and Ninetales from me. I'm in for a real tough time here. Altaria is going to really hurt me. My Steel type doesn't really beat it, especially with me running Trillpeck on it. Dragonite will do okay, but it'll probably win the zeros. Empoleon isn't the worst thing in the world against it. Ninetales, I've got to get it lined up against, really. Ninetales is pretty good though against him. If Lapras is going to be a nice shard damage, and it's going to be super effective against Hitmontop as well. I think Ninetales is a pretty obvious bring on my part though, so I'm expecting his Ninetales to counter that. So almost definitely expecting Altaria and Ninetales from him. With that in mind, Dragonite seems like a sensible pick on my part. And as I say, I think it's better in the zero shield scenario, so I will probably put it in the back. Empoleon looks pretty good. And again, it's not the worst thing in the world if Altaria gets caught against that. And then I think I have to lead it with the Ninetales and try and play hard to catch it. So yeah, I think leading Ninetales is my best shot. If he leads his Ninetales, I've got 2 counters to that. If he leads his Gramble, I'll probably have to stay in because I don't want to give up switch advantage. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Really hoping to see the Altaria lead. That's not the worst thing in the world. So I'm going to stay and do some charms and then switch out to catch this with Empoleon. So that's 4. Yeah, there we go. So I've taken huge chunks off him, which is amazing. In comes the Altaria. As we can see, I've got the Drill Peck. No, I don't want... I'm going to shield and see if I can get to another Drill Peck. I don't want Dragonite being lined up against Lapras. That would be awful. So when Empoleon does go down here... oh no, I think that's one too slow. So that was a horrible use of a shield on my part. It's essentially just lost it for no reason. So I don't want Dragonite being lined up against Lapras. So I'm just going to go into it here and let Altaria melt through me. This is not going well. Yeah, it's game over, isn't it? I just get charmed through with the double shield Gramble. Yeah. Yeah, now my only hope was to get to 2 side shocks in Landman and the Gramble. And Landman and the Gramble there. So we've seen that he likes the Lapras. So we've seen that he likes the Lapras and the Gramble and the Altaria. all three of which aren't great versus Ninetales. So I might stick with the Ninetales lead. You know, you've got three things that take on Dragonite there, so I can't really have Dragonite in the back again. Venusaur might not be the worst thing in the world, because that's going to resist Scramble and it's going to have big hits on Lapras. It's going to resist Hitmontop. It's going to resist Ludicolo. Yeah, Venusaur's nice. So again, worst case scenario here is that I don't catch the Altaria lead. I'm purely just guessing here. Let's try Empoleon again. Again, not the worst thing in the world. And Empoleon, Ninetales have a decent matchup versus everything. So if I could win back, you know, on a lost lead, if I could win back Switch with Venusaur, that would be great. If not, I could try and take a shield advantage and then try and charm through with Ninetales, but I've caught the lead this time, so that's good. Into this very familiar Catacomb Cup matchup. I probably swapped out a bit quick there. I probably should have tried to do the thing where I land Venusaur in on the surf. But I want to get this shield, so I'm going to shield. Yeah, I'm going to shield the surf. I want to take switch advantage if I can. I wasn't going to get the two more frenzy plants there, so no shield. And I'll have to settle for a shield advantage. But that's fine. Unless he lets this through, which I'd be surprised by. No, yeah. I'll save the Empoleon, save the Ninetales for Altaria. So into the Penguin. Just got to be patient here, I'm afraid. But this is good because I've got a huge energy advantage. So I'm expecting him to come to Altaria here. So in which case I might stay and get to 2 of the next things so I can throw back to back when I come back in with Empoleon. Oh, he's good, isn't he? So we have to get to a Psy Shock. Hope that KOs. Oh no. So I called the Ninetales just in the wrong game. So I've got to hope here that I can take out this thing with charms, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Go on. No. Unless 2 drill packs will take out Altaria, but I don't think it will. Certainly would have been better off with Blizzard here. But I knew when picking my team I was playing a bit of a numbers game and hoping I didn't face an Altaria. And I've come unstuck. So there's not much I can do, unfortunately. Unless I can get to... No. Yeah. So that's 2. Again, Altaria Lapras just so strong. I need Ninetales for them both, really. Now, if I was him, I'd expect me to change my lead this game, so I might lead Altaria again if I was him. So I'll lead Ninetales again, He's switching to Ninetales. I've got to build a strategy on winning the lead. There's no way I win if I lose the lead. It's that simple. So he's switching to, and I wish I'd recognised that earlier actually, but oh well. His switching to Ninetales are Lapras and Ninetales, so may as well have Scrafty in the back as a switching, as a counter switch to those, and then yeah, Empoleon's about the best bet I have, so let's try that, see if we can salvage a game, but I feel like it's very, very unlikely. And if an opponent as good as Phil with such a team disadvantage, it's not going to be easy. So yeah, just did a couple of charms there, just so it's not quite so far to the charge move later on in the game if I need to get one. And here we see the prowess of Gramble, making it's going to force a shield because it's got close combat. Or Crunch, fine. It's not Ice Beam. Ludicolo, Razor Leaf, Bubble. So I might be able to turn this. I think based on his team selection here, he might be taking pity on me. Although that doesn't sound like Phil. Maybe he's trying to flex on me in the third. Yeah, fine. Need to save that shield. May as well go Scrafty here because rather don't want to be in line up against Gramble. And again, he's going to come in with Gramble anyway, so no need to shield that. Go for a Dark Pulse on the incoming Gramble. Oh, he's too good for me. He's too good for me. I've got my Ninetales saved in the back to take on the Altaria that never came. Genius. Absolutely genius, Phil. Read me like a book. He knows that Altaria is so strong against me that I have to bring another Ninetales. Yeah. And between the Psyshock and a couple of counters, I might be able to pinch it, but I'm not holding out much hope, to be honest. Okay, yeah, fair. That did more than I remember it doing the first time round. There we go. So too little, too late on the third K, I'm afraid. But again, sort of knew going into that was going to be a real tough one. So yeah, 1-2 now. Was really optimistic going into this. I thought that the team planning was really good, but I think the past 2 rounds, I think I've come unstuck with Empoleon. It's not being the steel type I needed it to be. In the last round, it's not beat. The previous round, it wasn't able to beat Tropius, the flyer. And in this round, it's not being able to beat Altaria to the flyer or the dragon. And there's other flyers out there that give it trouble. It's got the Zapdos as well. I imagine it would beat that. So yeah, Empoleon's really, yeah, it's not doing what I was hoping it would do. But lessons learned. It's my first real draft tournament. So when I looked at the list of steel types, it was really long with lots of viable things. So I thought I'd leave that till later on. and prioritise other areas. Obviously, it's not worked out great. So in another draft I may pick a steel type sooner or with more urgency. And again, I've not been enjoying using Ninetales. I don't like using Charmers in general. So maybe in future I might pick something with a bit more versatility than Ninetales. I had considered if all the Charmers had gone, and if I didn't get a Charmer, the plan was going to be to take Togetic and sort of mush the Flyer and the Fairy Roll into one, which would have freed up the Dragonite slot. So I could have run something like Kingdra as the Dragon, and then have a proper Steel type, something like, I think Probopass was the ideal. So it's all a learning experience. And I just hope I can win out the last 2 rounds and try and prove the team works well. So yeah, catch you later.